In the story of Jacob from the book of Genesis, the introduction sets the context of Jacob's journey, particularly the profound and transformative dream he experiences at Bethel. This moment serves as a pivotal point in Jacob's life, turning an uncertain path into one of divine assurance and purpose. Jacob, fleeing from his brother Esau after deceiving him out of his birthright, finds himself in a desolate and vulnerable state. It's in this moment of existential uncertainty that Jacob lies down to rest, using a stone as a pillow, and dreams of a ladder reaching to heaven with angels ascending and descending. This dream symbolizes a divine connection between God and humanity, illustrating the concept of divine intervention and communication. The significance of setting this context lies in the understanding that Jacob's journey, both physical and spiritual, mirrors the human quest for purpose and reassurance amidst life's uncertainties. The dream at Bethel marks a transformation, promising Jacob guidance and protection from God. This setting underscores the broader theme of faith and divine oversight in the human journey. Real-world applications of this concept are abundant. Firstly, consider the personal journeys of those experiencing modern-day crises of faith or identity, where a pivotal, often surprising moment shifts their life perspective, echoing Jacob's dream. Secondly, in a more organizational context, companies navigating periods of economic uncertainty often require transformative visions or leadership that guide them like Jacob's divine promise, fostering resilience and purpose. Support for this idea can be found in various theological interpretations that view Jacob's dream as a demonstration of unconditional divine grace, suggesting that even in our most vulnerable times, moments of enlightenment and transformation can occur. However, this concept is not without its challenges. Skeptics might argue against the feasibility of divine intervention, viewing such moments as psychological phenomena rather than spiritual encounters. Moreover, alternative interpretations suggest the latter symbolizes the hardships and trials necessary for personal growth rather than direct divine interaction. Setting the context of Jacob's journey influences other aspects of the main topic by establishing a foundation for understanding his subsequent actions and the pivotal role his experiences play in the larger narrative of biblical history. It highlights his transformation from a fugitive to a foundational patriarch in the Israelite tradition. Jacob's dream, interpreting divine promise and personal growth, continues to prompt reflection on how profound experiences shape our destinies and connect us to a larger purpose. This context serves as a lens through which to view the universal themes of faith, transformation, and divine relationship throughout the narrative. Jacob's background in the biblical narrative is deeply interwoven with themes of family and legacy, serving as a foundational aspect of his transformative journey from Bethel. Jacob, the son of Isaac and Rebekah, and the grandson of Abraham, inherits a legacy rich with divine promise and familial conflict. The influence of his family's legacy on his life and dreams cannot be overstated. Jacob's story begins in the house of Isaac, a family marked by the covenant God made with Abraham, a promise of land, descendants, and blessing. This legacy is both a blessing and a burden, shaping and challenging Jacob as he navigates his identity and destiny. The significance of Jacob's family background in relation to his transformative dream at Bethel is profound. The dream represents a moment of divine encounter, where Jacob, fleeing from his brother Esau's wrath after taking his birthright and blessing, sees a ladder reaching to heaven with angels ascending and descending. God reaffirms the covenant with Jacob, highlighting the transference of familial legacy and divine blessing. This pivotal moment begins Jacob's transformation, making his background crucial in understanding his development and the fulfillment of his family's legacy through him. Two examples illustrate the impact of Jacob's background. First, the complex relationship with his brother Esau exemplifies how familial tensions shaped his life choices and character, driving him to Bethel in the first place. Second, his experiences in Laban's household marrying Leah and Rachel and working for years to build his wealth are imbued with echoes of the patriarchal legacy, emphasizing themes of perseverance and divine favor. The importance of Jacob's background is often emphasized by scholars and theologians who view the familial legacy as a catalyst for his spiritual evolution. Yet, opinions diverge, where some suggest that Jacob's initial deceitful behaviors challenge the notion of righteousness typically associated with biblical protagonists. This dichotomy speaks to ongoing debates about the nature of biblical legacy and moral complexity. Challenges to this concept arise from the tension between predetermined destiny and individual agency. While Jacob inherits a divine legacy, his own choices and their consequences illustrate a nuanced relationship between destiny and morality. Moreover, Jacob's journey from deceiver to patriarch raises questions about how legacy is interpreted and actualized. In connecting to the broader theme, Jacob's background and transformative dream are inextricably linked, as each informs the other. The legacy serves as both a starting point and a guiding thread, influencing Jacob's actions and the overall narrative arc of transformation. As Jacob assumes the mantle of his family's legacy, the dream at Bethel becomes a crucial turning point in his personal and spiritual journey, ultimately influencing the course of an entire people. The significance of Bethel in Jacob's life is pivotal, serving as a transformative locale where Jacob's wife's spiritual journey and life trajectory undergo profound change. Bethel, in Hebrew meaning house of God, is the place where Jacob dreamt of a ladder reaching to heaven, with angels ascending and descending. This vision is not merely a dream, but a divine revelation and promise, symbolizing a connection between the earthly and the divine, signifying God's covenantal presence and protection over Jacob's life. This event marks a cornerstone in Jacob's personal and spiritual development, influencing his understanding and relationship with God. Bethel's significance to Jacob lies in its role as a catalyst for transformation. Initially, Jacob was a fugitive, having deceived his brother Esau and was fleeing for his life. At Bethel, however, he receives God's assurance of guidance and prosperity, transforming his path from one of fear to a journey of faith and purpose. This transition is a foundational point in the larger narrative of Jacob's life, marking the start of his journey from being a self-serving individual to becoming Israel, the patriarch of a nation. Real-world applications of Bethel's significance can be seen in spiritual retreats or pilgrimages that individuals undertake today. These journeys often lead to moments of profound insight or transformation akin to Jacob's experience. For example, many find clarity and purpose on personal retreats that allow for introspection and spirituality, mirroring how Jacob's experience at Bethel led to a newfound commitment to his faith. Opinions supporting the significance of Bethel align with the interpretations that see this moment as emblematic of spiritual awakening and the divine's role in guiding human journeys. However, some critics argue that the emphasis on divine intervention may overshadow Jacob's personal agency and growth, positing that his transformation was equally due to his own choices and experiences. Despite these differing viewpoints, Bethel remains a central concept tied to the larger theme of Jacob's transformative journey, influencing his later decisions and the development of his character. It highlights an essential interplay between divine promise and personal evolution that threads throughout Jacob's story, showcasing the balance between fate and free will. Understanding Bethel's significance offers deeper insights into Jacob's evolution, reinforcing the broader themes of promise, transformation, and divine human relationships that pervade his narrative. Jacob's dream, often referred to as the vision of the ladder, is a pivotal moment in the biblical narrative found in the book of Genesis. This vision, witnessed by Jacob during his journey from Beersheba to Haran, describes a ladder or staircase reaching from earth to heaven, with angels ascending and descending upon it. Above the ladder stood God, who reiterated to Jacob the covenantal promises made to his forefathers, Abraham and Isaac. This dream is significant as it marks a profound spiritual awakening and transformation for Jacob, adding depth to the overall theme of Journey from Bethel, Jacob's transformative dream. It illustrates the intersection between the divine and the mundane, emphasizing God's ongoing presence and involvement in the world. The vision symbolizes a direct connection between human lives and the divine order, implying that God's plans unfold on both cosmic and personal levels. In terms of real-world applications, this dream continues to hold spiritual meaning for many. For instance, it serves as a metaphor for personal growth and spiritual enlightenment in religious teachings. Many view the ladder as a symbol of the journey towards spiritual maturity, encouraging believers to strive for a deeper connection with the divine. In a broader sense, the dream has also influenced cultural and artistic expressions, inspiring works that explore the themes of divine intervention and the human quest for purpose. Opinions supporting this idea often highlight the dream's symbolic richness and its role in affirming faith. It is seen as an assurance that divine guidance is present even during life's uncertainties, reinforcing a sense of spiritual reassurance and hope. However, the vision of the latter is not without its challenges and alternative interpretations. Some critics argue that the dream's symbolism is open to subjective interpretation, and its historicity is debated among scholars. Additionally, the dream's representation of a hierarchical connection between heaven and earth may be viewed as inconsistent with more egalitarian spiritual beliefs. This vision directly influences other aspects of Jacob's narrative by setting the stage for his transformation. It propels Jacob's continued journey and eventual reconciliation with his brother Esau, demonstrating the theme of personal growth and redemption. As Jacob's dream becomes a cornerstone of his faith, it underscores the broader motif of spiritual and personal transformation that frames his journey from Bethel and beyond.